Hello everyone, good morning. We are on the final day of June and we are doing a project which is welcome project, and this project will be phase one. Okay. Welcome project phase. In this phase one, so it's all been decided by discussing with the client. We have a couple of videos which has already been pasted there, right? So let's go. And we are doing the project, right? Projects. And here we will put in the project. Okay. So in this project, as usual, we should be having all the things which is required. So data is required, that is DE, which should decide on that. And very importantly, we should have welcome email one. It's the only email. Third one with personalization. That is also important. Welcome email one. And third, very importantly, we need to have a send classification. If it is already in place, that's great. If not, we need to create it. And fourth, which is optional, but still we'll be using a publication list. These are the four things which is required. And each and everything will be picked one by one. So we'll go with data and look what is the data we'll be creating. We need to create a sendable data action now, master data extension from which we will be going with. So there might be a couple of questions which you people have to note it down after this video is watched. Why did we do this? Why did not we do that? All those things is what we are expecting on Tuesday. So we'll be creating two data extension. One will be called as master and the other one will be called as test underscore welcome project, which will be for phase one. Why it is called as test? Because we want to see how the things go, and then we'll be moving with the actual implementation probably on Tuesday. Since the team and the technical lead architect consultants have all decided that master data extension will be non-sendable. Why? We'll decide that later, or we'll think about it and do that. Test data extension will be there today, tomorrow, Monday, and others. From Tuesday, this will be moved into live. Okay, master is always master. Now, having decided this, so we need to have this master data extension created. So preferably try to have or ensure that we people are going with a clear picture about the fields. So expectation is when it comes to the projects, I expect that you people create the Excel file for your data extension so that it is approved by the client, then we'll move. So this is master, which will be created first. So for this master data extension, so quickly let us create the field name, data type, length, primary key, true or false, nullable. You can also call it as optional, that is required or not. I'll go with nullable because that is the keyboard you see, and the default value. Okay. Preferably try to create all these things, or it will be created and given to you people from your consultant. So these are the fields you are responsible to create that deal. So this is field name, data type. So what is the field name? I'll go with ID. I'll go with key. Any name is fine. So I'll go with ID for now. Then I need the email field, the first underscore name field, last underscore name field. After we have discussed with the client agreed that they'll be giving us the sign up date. So for reference purposes, we'll be creating created date. We'll be going with modified, and later in the process, we will be confirming whether the email is verified or not, all the other things. We will be taking a separate project called the project where we'll be deciding whether they have approved to get the welcome email, whether they have said yes to get the promotional emails, all the other things which will be. So what is the length of this? It will be 50 characters and this is our primary key. Data type will be text, sorry. Length will be 50. after discussing all these things. So it is yes, primary key is yes, nullable obviously no, default value it's nothing. I'll go with hyphen. With respect to email address, the field will be having data type email address. And then what is the length? By default, it is 254. Is it a primary key? No. Is it nullable? No. It's a mandatory field. No default value. For the first name, it will be text. And 50, first name is optional according to the client. So this is no, it is nullable. Yes. Since it is nullable, there are chances it doesn't have a value. So we'll try to have a valued customer as it is. Last name, it's a mandatory field. Text 50. Is it primary key? No. Is it nullable? No, it's a required field. So with respect to sign up date, it is date. No, to this, it's not nullable and it will be given by the client. Created date will be date and it will be having the default value, which is current date. With respect to date, this one is also will be decided by the client how we should update it. So primary key, these are all not primary, these are nullable. So created date, modified date is not nullable. So current date will be what it will be. Good. Having said this, so this is the data extension what we are creating. Sign up date is very, very important. Currently, the team has decided they will give us the email address in the email. Sign up date will be previous date, which we need to type it or we need to create it, however, the best practice we can follow. Initially, the things will be manual. As and when we progress, it will be automated. Sign up date is very, very important. It cannot be null. Created date, modified date will be taken as the. So this is my data extension. Sign up date is very important. Keep an eye on this one, which will be used for our next thing. So this is our master table. And don't forget, it is not sendable. It will be the exact copy which will be used as our test. Since it has been decided as these things, so I'll copy this. As usual, I'll be putting it in our. Okay. Now it's time to create this D called master. And don't forget, I'm deciding it to be going with non-sendable. So it will be the exact copy of this, which will be treated as test. So now within the tool, I'll be going into data extensions. Let me take the mouse pointer. And for the first time, I'll be creating a folder called welcome. Okay, this is good. And here we have master table, master underscore Chandra, let it be. Or I can create a separate one also. So here we have email, ID, first name, last name, gender, and interest. Is this the one which we decided? No, this is the one which we were learning. So let me create a separate data extension called master. It is not sendable. No data retention policy. We'll take a separate topic on this one to understand. So these are the fields. And always try to copy paste the fields given by your team. Don't type it within the tool, best practice. If you find any spelling mistakes, go and talk to your team lead, your client, whoever gave you this information. All these are the field names. And this data extension will grow as and when we progress in our. So ID, email, first name, last name, sign up date, created date, and modified date. This is the master table, and this is 50 primary key. Good. Email address is email address. Very important. Don't check any of these two things since I have said no. If it is no, no checkbox selected. So first name is text 50. Yes, it is nullable because the client mentioned that it might or might not come from the sign up form. Then comes last name, text 50. No. Sign up date is date, date, and date. Three of them are date. These two will be taking the default value, which is the current date and time. Sign up date has to be given by the client here. Good. Having said this, I'll be just going ahead and creating it. This is our master. And for this master, we need to add data provided by the client, and they have decided some format as we have learned in couple of previous, which is very, very important. Now coming to welcome. This is my welcome project, and currently we are trying to test it with the help of page one. I'll try to type or create a separate folder called page one. All this will be decided with a lot of discussions with the client. This phase one will try to create this data extension, which will be exactly the copy of this one. So to do that, in this folder, welcome phase one, I'll click on create standard data extension from existing because I want to save time. You can do that. Courses, master, master table, and now this will be sendable. This will be used for sending. Rest of the things are same. ID text 50, all the others. ID will be used as our subscriber key, not subscriber ID. Subscriber ID, I will discuss again. It's for you people who should make a note of these things when you're watching this. Okay, there is a subscriber key, what it is and all. So ID, if you want, you can change it here also. Let me keep it as ID. ID will be used as subscriber key. ID, usually you might be thinking as number. In this use case, it is text. I'll click on create. This is our sendable data extension. Master is master. We're not changing anything here. Now, data is ready. Data extension. We don't have any other information, right? So it's time to create our email. What is next we need? After we decided that we'll go with data, next time we need to ensure that we have this welcome email. Then classification, we'll check it out. Publication list, if it is not ready, we need to create it. Okay, so under content, as usual, I have this welcome folder. I have some emails being built. I have only welcome email 2, 3, 4, but there is no welcome email 1. So to do that, I'll be taking the help of email folder, and for the first time I'll be taking the help with the help of some of the existing one. If I have all the images required, I'll see that. So I have birthday, we have logo, right? Do we have the logo? Yes, we have the logo. That's more than enough. Do we have the welcome content? That's the question mark which I need to check. So let me check that whether I have that welcome content. Yes or no. If yes, I'll click that. Okay. Perfect. I have that ready. So now I'll be showcasing that text. This is the text what we want to say. Hello and welcome. Thanks for signing up. You are officially registered with NTO. Expect to hear from us about the latest outdoor news and all of our best offers and discounts. In the meantime, here's a few things to get started. Okay, some basic things. It will be a very simple email, welcome content and others. So now I need one more image. If it is not there, I'll be uploading it. I think I have that also. That is the hero image, this one. This is the welcome. So since it is all ready, it's time to create our welcome email one for the phase one. Probably it might change. So I'll be creating a welcome email message. From the template. Basic template, hero one column. I'll be selecting this because this suits better for the design. So this is our welcome email one. will be created on June 28th. Next, here is the logo part. I'll click on this image icon. I'll click on replace. I have the images, which is the logo. Always the logo. Alt text, NTO, logo best practice. Scale to fit, if you want, you can select it. You can see how it will be expanded. For this use case, I'll be using it. As I mentioned before, subject line will decide. Then comes the hero image. This one, I'll take the mouse over it. Images folder in welcome. Welcome hero image. This page. Perfect. This is our welcome hero image. This text is also given by the client or the one who designed this. So logo is done, hero image is done. Now it's time to have personalization. For now, I'll type my name, Chandra, and this part will be replaced by this. Done. This is done. Comes button. This button will help them to complete the profile. Complete your profile information. Complete your profile information, and it should be center line. There should be some border corners like this. This is how you will see most of them. And this background color and border is also decided by the client, which should be looking in this color on the right top, which is having a combination of CSS, which is 009 DDC. And background color should be the same 009 DDC. Who provided it? Once again, it is given by the client. At the bottom, we have link. Link is interesting. You will be seeing it for the first time. This link will take them to Profile Center. Profile Center URL. Okay, Profile Center URL. Don't worry, I'll explain this. So what is the title? Go here for updating your profile information. Where it will take, you will see. For the tracking, this is interesting. You are seeing this one for the first time. Tracking alias, make a note of this one and how it will be. Okay, that is what we'll be learning in future. Tracking alias, this will be your welcome underscore profile underscore CTA. Okay, you can name anything. I'm just going with this one. I'll copy this. I'll put it here. Welcome profile CT. I'll click on done. Done. And now there are two more links here. As of now, since it's not a very complex email, we are just ignoring this part. I'll delete this part itself for now. If I don't need this, I'll just delete this. We're not concentrating on the fanciness of the email. We're just concentrating on the basics. Okay, it's all done. It's time to create a subject line. Subject line is welcome to Northern Trail Outfitters. Complete your profile information. That is the C. So we have to personalize this. Don't forget that, which is always the best practice. Done. Complete your profile information. Done. And save. So logo is done. Welcome hero image is done. Personalization is still not working. I need to make this work. Subject line personalization has to be built. Pre-header validation. So it's all done. Pre-header is ready and all. Forget about this. It will not display in your. So email is ready. I need to preview and test it. Since there is no personalization at all, You have nothing to do. Every email will have plain text, and also it will have a code view, which will be having all your HTML file. But if you remember, I did not write a single line code. Is my email ready? My email is ready with all drag and drop. Subject line is ready, pre-header is ready, and all. But the team wants it to be personalized. This is the email. So email is ready. That's fine. So email is ready. We are ready to go with it. Our DE is ready. Now, I'll copy this so that when I put it in the notes section, you should be able to do this. Good. Good. Data is ready, email is ready. You have to test it. Don't forget to test your emails. Then send classification and publication. Publication list is required and it should be under subscribers publication list. Go here, check whether you have the publication list as a best practice. If you have it, that is great. You can see there is something called welcome emails. I'll be using this itself. Or you can ask your client, your TL consultant, do we need it? Yes. If yes, then you have to add. Since it's all ready, it's time to just go ahead and send it. But team has to give me an email address. So they have decided, Chandra, we will give you one email address for today, which is an internal email address or actual email address. Try to make use of that and send it. This is the email address. They should give many other informations. First name, last name, sign up date, everything has to be given by the client. So let's assume that client will only give the email address, rest of the things we need to place it, or we will be asking the client to give them in an CSV file or any other file format. So they said that Chandra, as of now, we'll be giving you the email address, the first name, the last name, sign up date. What is the sign up date? If they give today, assume the sign up date as yesterday. Okay. Create a date and modify date. Obviously, it will be of today. So what should be the key or ID? So you have learned it, you have decided, team has decided that it will be DD MMM YY year underscore this thing, correct? So based on this, it should be key will be of today. Key is very simple. 28 June 2024 underscore. This will be used as the key. So key ID is ready, email address is ready, first name, last name is ready, sign up date is assumed to be of yesterday. So it should be, how do you add date? In Marketing Cloud, it will be month first, date, and then the year. And what should be the created date and modified date? It will be of today. So sign up date should be 27. Okay. Assume the sign up date as yesterday, 27. Okay. Now, created date and modified date, it will be 06/28, 06/28. Okay, all the information is ready because they gave only the email address. How do you add it? You should go to Contact Builder to add it. We will be adding this in two data extension. One is master, and then it will be added into the test one. First, I'll go to master, and records. I'll click on add record. I'll click on pasting the information. So this is the ID, this is the email address, the first name is given, so it will be Chandra. Last name it is given, so it will be this. Sign up date, as mentioned, it should be of previous day. Get date, that is created date, and modify date will be same. Now I need to add this exact information into my test. This is not sendable or testable. So a deep dive into testing has to be done. So for now, I'm a lazy guy. Let's use the tool. I want to bring data into this data extension. I have to add it again. Rather than you can import it from DE to DE. Import from DE to DE. Specify the import type. I want to do it one time. And now you have this. You can make use of it. Import data from master. It's the exact structure, right? You can. I want to go with add only feature. I don't want all the records. I want only the one which is not present in this DE. So I'll go with add only, next, next, and finish. It will import. It will take some time, but it is only one record. Now this will be used for all our learnings before we make this project live. Assume that it is live for now because this is the email address which is already been given. So client said that, okay, we have given you the data. Please send the email. So what did we learn? We learned how to send an email manually, correct? So we'll go to content and we'll send the email without personalization. First, we'll send it. So client gave very simple information. So we have the data, we have the email. We decided we'll go with some publication list, then we'll go with sending it. So we know how to do it. Go to email, welcome email one, right up, click on send. Send classification team decided to go with default commercial or any other if they have decided. So they said that it will be default commercial send classification. Screen one, define properties. Name of the email is given, content is ready, subject line is ready, pre-header is ready, send classification is decided as screen one is done. Who is the audience? If you try to select the audience master, you will not see that. Why? Because it is not sendable. Remember this one for your associate exam. You will get one for sure. Then comes the welcome folder. Phase one, you'll see the testable. This one is sendable. That is the reason. So did we test the email? Actually, no. What is the publication list? Welcome. Deduplicate. Team said very clearly, select this checkbox always when you send it. We don't want the same email address receiving accidental two emails. And if it is more than one email address in the DE of the same person should not be sent. So click next. Tracking folder. Do we have the tracking folder? No. So now I will send it using tracking. Then I will move it. Since I don't have the folder, I can move it. And team decided to send it immediately. Next, select next and send it. So now email is sent. So this is day one. Tomorrow we will get the email address again. And we need to fill all these information as mentioned based on all the learnings every day when we get the email and what is that we need to do. So tracking, I'll go to tracking, send, I'll see whether it is there or not. It will be there. I received the email also of the welcome email. So let me show you that Chandra has conceived and email. And there is no personalization. I need to add the personalization also. SFMC training, this is good. Welcome to Northern Tail of Twitter. This is also good. Now, if I click on this button, so don't worry about this part. This is how we are getting this. I'll explain you. I'll click on this complete your profile information button. It will take me to profile center page. This page is known as profile center page. And this is because of this URL. You might be wondering, how did we get this page? Who created it? That is what we'll be discussing as one more topic. Once you do the project, there is a lot of information to learn. So this is one. Perfect. I received the email. I should not receive the email once again in future because I've already received it. That is this email address. So that is not the case as of now. We need to work on that. So now comes the things what we need to do, how can we plan it, how should we use it, and all the other things. So let me go into data extension. Now let us see what can we do, what can we do so that we don't send the email to the person to whom which is already been sent, correct? So you can find a lot of different ways that depends on you understanding data. Today, I will be doing, it will be once again manual. It's not that I'll be doing that. Now, I'll make an idea. So this is my test welcome phase one. And here I have ID, email, first name, last name, created it. Okay, so there is something information present here. I can make use of sign up date or I can make use of created date or modified date. I'll make use of sign up date. Client have clearly said that sign up date will be the date when they give the email address. You have to take one previous date. If they give email address today, they have to, or if they start giving the sign up date, then it is very good. So now let's take an example. Someone who has signed up yesterday, or if the created date is today, you can take any of one of them, or you can make use of both of them. I will not send the email to this test. This is sendable. Good. But I'll make even this as non-sendable. Why? Since it is tested. What I'll be doing now is I'll be creating a filtered data extension. I will be creating a filtered data extension. So this is my master D. I created a test D, correct? Now I'll be creating one more D and this D will be called as filter D. What is the condition? We'll define that. This test welcome phase 1D will have a filter D and I'll call it as yesterday. You can call anything which is meaningful. Test welcome phase 1 yesterday or sign up yesterday. Sign up yesterday. So I'll show you how to create this first. Here you can click on create. You can create a filter D, option number 1. Or you can create by clicking on this welcome, test welcome phase 1. On the right top, we have funnel icon. You can also create here. First, I'll click on this funnel icon. You will be in this screen. Good. Who is the source? Test welcome phase 1. I'll click on cancel. I'll click on create. Filter D. You have to select the source D, which should be always standard data extension. I'll go to welcome. I'll go to phase 1. I'll select this. The screen, what you're seeing now, it's the same screen, even if you visit the page where I showed you. Like, go to your DE and then click the funnel icon. This is more easy to create than the previous. It's one and the same. So now I'll go with sign up date and this should be equal to today minus 1 day. So we have a lot of use cases to discuss on date field. Today minus 1 day, I'll select this account time zone. We'll discuss this and I'll click on save and build. What is the date today? 28. If I click on save and build, first time it will ask for name and the folder. Selected and saved. Let's see what is the result we will get. So now I should get anyone who has signed up yesterday. What is the sign up date? 27. Did we get it? Yes, we got it. Now what will happen? So we need to have some more data to understand better. We need to have more data to understand better. So this is the one which will be used for our sending. Now, this D will be used for sending using Automation Studio. Okay. So we have to discuss more on adding data, filtering them, and more. Correct. So assuming that we are on 28th, we'll be doing it. 29th or others, we'll try to do some testing on it. So we cannot change the date on the server. That is the reason. Let's see how this works. So I know there will be a duplicate sent now. So this is one way of doing it using sign up. Now I want to, as I said, I'll be going with phase one, and phase one will be using Automation Studio. Automation Studio means you should create a user initiated email here, or you can go to Automation Studio and then you can create. So tomorrow also we should connect, we should see at least for 5 minutes. So this is our phase one. I still not completed. Wait, watch, understand. We can do many other ways. This is one among them. I'll go to, there is a new tab for history. We need to see how it goes. Under user initiated, I'll be creating a folder called welcome. You create here or in email studio, it's one and the same. I'll go with phase. So phase one, so welcome phase one, and then I'll go to create activity, send email activity. So this is our UIE, user initiated email, which will be used in our automation. Select the message. We know which message to select. And don't forget, personalization is still not created. We need to work on that. Emails, welcome email one. Next, same screen, properties, audience, configuration, and activity summary. What is this? Welcome email one, June 28th. Folder should be selected as a best practice. Send classification, we know this. Subject line is ready, pre-header is ready. The second screen, selecting the data extension, and today we will be selecting the filtered DB. Phase one. What happened? Oh, we are not able to see the data extension. So you have to cancel this. You have to go to your email studio or contact builder. Make the other DE as sendable. Without sendable, it cannot be. Why? What happened to that DE which was created as filtered? It is copying the exact structure of this one and also sendable, not sendable feature. That is the reason it is also non-sendable. You can change this filter DE to sendable with ID to subscriber key as send relationship. Save it and then go back to your automation studio. Don't use multiple tabs like email studio, then contact builder, content builder. I always suggest to use only one tab. Okay, now it's time to go back to activities, create activity, send email, and as you can name it, select the message, name it, select the audience configure, and save it. You're not sending it. Who will send the email? Automation Studio will send the email. Name is ready. Folder should be selected. We can change the folder later also. Everything is ready. Send classification is ready. Now it's time to pick the welcome folder. Phase one. You'll see only one D, which is target, and it will be sent from the publications. Deduplicate client has clearly given us the instruction to select it every time. Tracking folder is still not there, so I'll change it. Next, select it, and I have to create that, and I have to update it also. So before we move on, let's not forget to do the basics. Let's have that tracking folder so that we are not missing it out. Preferably try to have the tracking folder for all your campaigns separately to make things easy for future. Because client will come and ask you, this is your welcome. phase 1, phase 2 if you want to. So I'll go to my tracking folder. I'll select this. This is the one which was sent. I'll click on move, plus symbol, select the welcome folder. Don't forget the configuration again. I have to modify it. Any minor changes has to be done and completed then and there before we forget it. All these are the components which you have to do it. So I have to go back to welcome folder, phase 1, click on it, and on the right top, edit it. First screen, there is no change. What is first screen? Select the message, which is the same. Wait for the screen to load. So welcome email 1 is already selected. Click next. Welcome email 1 name. There is an external ID auto-generated. Phase 1 is the folder. This is all ready. Next, no change. Target is ready. Publication list is welcome emails. This is also ready. I have to just change this folder so that I don't forget it. That's it. Change only the things where you have to change it. Then select the checkbox. Instead of the button send, you have the button finish. What you should do? Go to overview, create a new folder. Welcome. Phase 1. And I'll be creating a new automation with scheduled orders. We can change it to file drop based on the scenario. And it is a simple send email activity. Phase 1. Name, external key description. This is the name of the email, subject line, pre-header, from name, from email address, good. Target audience is good. Publication list is good. Deduplicate, yes, good. Tracking folder is good. And I'll click the button done and save it. And I have to name this. Welcome email. Welcome email. One, or you can check with your team. Select the folder and save. Is it ready to go? Yes, it is ready to go for sure. But what will happen? We need to understand the problem statement. If I send this email and if I configure this, so I want to configure this to start from today at 12:30. I want to start it from today at 12:30. Okay, today is 28th. Every day, the team has decided to send the email at 12:30 p.m. 12:30. Once the phase 2 is launched, phase 1 will be daily once and it will never end. Save it and activate it. It's all ready to go. It's all ready to. Good? Very good. Now we have 2 minutes. In this 2 minutes, I'll try to add one more email. Okay? With all the same information. Where I should add it? Where I should add it? That's the question. Let me add it. Raju.Chandra23. It's all the same image. Okay, let it be seen. I should add it in to our master and then test. Okay, in next 1 minute. Quickly, let me do this. Data extension, master, records, add record. Will it be sending? No is the answer. It will not send to everyone. It will be sent to only one person. So done. Assume the date. Save it. This is done. Done. So I need to add it to our test D. Filter D will not allow you to import. See this button. This is our filtered D. Filter D will not allow you to import. I have to import it into phase 1. And that should be filtered before sending. Add only feature. What happened? Next is not working. Email will be gone out. And it will be only one person. 12:31. I can go into Automation Studio, expecting two people to go out. It will not. You should understand all these things. It is loading, loading, loading. Let it load. It has already started to send the email and it is completed also. Means the same person has received the email again. This is the problem what we want to fight. I received it again. The second email. First email was around 17 minutes ago and I have received the same email again, but expected is not to send. How can we avoid it? Still, we have to wait here. Keep waiting, keep waiting. This is how the tool goes. It is slow. You have to be waiting. Now let me try to import it for the last time from the D to D. All these are the things which we need to automate. It has to be added to master D. It has to be pulled into test, or you have to add it manually. Let me add it. Let us understand what happened, why it did not go. So when I added a new record, it will not be added to phase one. This one automatically. So you have to go to Email Studio. When you create a filtered DE, and if the source, who is the source now? Source is test. This data extension is source. This data extension is filter DE, which is copying data from this DE. Okay. So that has to be refreshed manually. You have to go to this data extension and then add refresh manually. Then only you'll get that. Then only you will get this. Okay. Now we have to connect tomorrow to dispel this and do it, but still for now, we are getting this into filter DE only when you click manual refresh. The question is, can we automate it? Yes, we can automate. That is what I wanted to launch on Tuesday. But for now, I have to add data. What is that I'll be doing now is I will just export this data manually to my browser. Don't do this in the real world. Don't export it into your local browser until unless it is approved by your client. Okay. This is mine. Now, I'll leave this, create a file. This one. I'll create a copy of this one. First, I'll rename it as import underscore data underscore test. And now created data and modified is optional. Delete them. As you know, it will be having this. Now I'll be adding all of your email addresses. Okay, this is a manual work. Okay, I have to do this. Please watch it. It's all the things that the people will be doing in real world. You might be wondering, this is where we need automation. First, let us do this. I'll add all your email addresses. Sign up date will be there. Let's experience this. Uh, So have patience. Please do complete this video along with me. If you have any other meetings, you people can leave, but watch the video later. So we'll be selecting some of them. We have Sachin. So you have to do this as your project. Take 5 to 6 email addresses, create the email, test it, everything. Okay. And taking all your email addresses. Created date, modified date will be of today because it will be imported today itself. So good. Hmm. So, so it's not done. Are we good till now? We are good till. So the first name is optional. So what I'll be doing is I'll be taking this to be equal to your email address will be used as last name. Don't worry, we'll allow you to update it. Sign up date. What will be the sign up date? Sign up date will be, let us go with one at a time. 06/28, 06, 06/29, 2024, 06/30, 2024. Let's see whether we can get the remaining dates. No? Yeah. So you people should get emails on this basis. Now it's time to create this one. Okay. So I need to have all your other things. So what I'll be doing is I'll be selecting date, month, year. Okay. Let's see whether we can get it. So date is 28, 28, 29, 30, 01, 02. It's not coming, right? Just 01, 02, 03. Perfect. Month is June, 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 and July. July. That is good. Now I should be adding this. So it's equal to concat. Okay. What is that I need to concat? This, comma, this, comma, this, comma, double quotes, underscore, double quotes. Okay, this is good. And also I should concat this part with without a symbol. Okay. So you have to learn Excel also. Excel get print before at Excel text field, text report. Oh, we have text report. Huh? Is equal to text join, dictionary. Or I have to prepare. That's it. So what I can do is email underscore text report. I have to do this. There is no other option. Okay. So you might be wondering, Chandra, will you be doing like this in a real-time project also? Sometimes, yes. When it is a very new client, they have given all these conditions. So this is the things what you need to do. Initial days, yes, you have to do this manually. Later down the line, you have to find a way to automate it everywhere. If client is giving everything, it's wonderful. If client is not giving, then we have to do this manually. Okay, I think this is good. Now I can just copy it and paste. Okay, this looks good. Let me drag it till the bottom. This is good. ID is ready. I don't need this. Okay, there's a formula. So email, first name is anyhow blank, valid customer. So last name is good, sign up date and date. So this is ready. So I'll close this and you have to close it. Don't forget that. And now I'll be importing into this data extension, both welcome master free and also to our test. So first I'll go to master, add only feature. I don't want to go with add all of them. So I'll just click on import. I'll select that file which is present in this D. This one import data. Master import data CSV file. Add and update. I'll just go with add only feature. Next. Okay. Created date and modified date. It is showing as a required field here. It is showing as a required field here. Since it is required, I need to add that field or else it will be not taken. As you can see, it is not allowing me to take it, right? So, which are those fields? These are the two fields, created date and modified date. I need to have them in our field. Format it. This is good. Save it and close it, and then I'll import it. Let's see whether it allows me to import it now. It might or might not import. We need to understand the file also. If the client is giving the file and if it is having corrupted like this, so we have to ask them these are required fields. Let me add it. Or they might give you, okay, this is good, but it might not import. You might be wondering why it will be not imported, because these columns are empty. So expected is, okay, this is good that there are 19 data already in place and records. Perfect. So you can see all of the data now. Friday, okay. Some date is there. So 1246, 1246. Okay, this is good. And we can see the sign up date is 27, 29, correct? 28 is missing. Okay, 28 is missing. That's fine. This is there. This is also good. We have 29, 30. I would like to add one record for 28. Yes, some will do. What will happen now? So this is all ready, but I have to refresh this automation or this filter D before the email is going out tomorrow at 12:30. Every day when we get data, it will be imported like this by creating it. Now I have ready data for all the days right from here till 15th or 16th, except for tomorrow. That is, today we have not added any record according to the sign up date. Now, when you recall these points, what happened with data, what happened with email, what happened with sending, all these are the things which will help us more and more as and when we monitor. So this automation has to be monitored till phase 2 is launched. So when are we launching phase 2? We are launching the phase 2 next month, 22nd. Okay. And when we are doing that, we have a lot of things to learn. So this is still not completed. Phase 1 actual launch should be from Tuesday. Tuesday it should be live. Okay, Tuesday, 12:30 it should be live. So we should understand data, we should understand all the other information, and we can go with that. So this is what I'm expecting that you people will be completing before Tuesday morning when we connect. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm stopping the screen sharing and also the recording.